What's up, everyone? It's the Benchwarmers, and after a day of ruminating post Super Bowl, we are here with our official reaction to the game. So, without further ado, let's get started.
The one really important thing about the game was Cooper Cup. He was a phenomenal player, and he's one of the main reasons why the Rams won. And he performed the most when it mattered. So, for example, he scored a touchdown in the first quarter, and he had extremely clutch catches in the fourth quarter, including the touchdown to seal the game. I think that really speaks to how Cooper Cup's really cemented a legacy now. He got the Triple Crown. He's the offensive player of the year, and he's now the Super Bowl MVP. So he's a really talented, phenomenal player with this great legacy. But I think the reason why Cooper Cup played so well is because of this person named Eli Apple, who is a player on the Bengals secondary. He played very poor coverage on Cooper Cup throughout the game. He was actually okay in the first half, but he still allowed Cooper Cup to get the touchdown. But in the second half, he literally could not do anything and kept getting cooked by Cooper Cup. He allowed Cooper Cup to score those two touchdowns right in his face. And I think one reason why this is so important is because first, Eli Apple, before the whole postseason, he's known for being a menace on Twitter. He's been clowning Giants and Saints fans and saying these out of pocket things. But then before this game, after the game with the Chiefs, he clowned Tyreek Hill and basically called him trash, even though Tyreek Hill is a million times better than him and would basically cook him on any other day of the week. But I think like one thing that came out of the game was because even though Eli Apple was part of the losing team, and we all didn't want to see the Bengals lose. I think this is a good silver lining to see how everyone's now clowning back at Eli Apple. Everyone's smoking that Eli Apple pack. Nicole Hardman is flexing the Super Bowl ring in his face. I think it's still a good Super Bowl line. It's a good silver lining to see that everyone is clowning Eli Apple. I think it makes up for the Bengals loss a little bit.
Yeah, another reason that the Bengals lost this game is because of their offensive line. And this has been a recurring theme throughout the year. Like the O line is the liability on this team. When they faced the Titans in the divisional a few weeks ago, they gave up 9 sacks. And in this game, they gave up 7 sacks, which is the most in Super Bowl history, tied with the Cowboys in Super Bowl 7, which was a long time ago. So, really, the only time a team's gotten sacked this much in a game or in a Super Bowl in recent history. Um, and it's just kind of sad to watch because in the first half they actually weren't that bad. Like Donald basically did nothing in the first half, but in the second half they were just tired. They completely crumbled. It was sad to watch because like the Bengals couldn't generate any offense, but you could tell that it wasn't really Burrow's fault. It wasn't the receiver's fault. It wasn't the play caller's fault even. It was just the fact that the offensive line could not protect to save their lives, and it was just a little bit sad to see the Bengals not be able to do basically anything with the ball just because Burrow would literally have like only a second to do anything. Um, so I think the offensive line is just something that needs to be addressed in the offseason, um, perhaps by getting a big free agent or drafting someone. And as long as they can fix their O line, the Bengals have a really bright future ahead of them because they have a very young team, and that's really their main issue besides Eli Apple, who they should probably just cut in the offseason because he's like literally a negative asset.
Agreed. I think also one thing which I guess salty fans on either side would have said if they had lost was talking about the officiating, which was quite interesting throughout the game. Basically, for most of the game, they called only three flags. I think two were false starts, and one more was when a random player in street clothes just decided to jump on the field and celebrate with everyone. But besides that, there was no real flag. So players were getting away with everything, including a very blatant offensive pass interference by T. Higgins on a 75-yard touchdown versus Jalen Ramsey. Obviously, it was fun for us to watch, and it was fine that, like, oh, yeah, we can just push that little interference aside and let the game happen. But then it came back to bite when the refs decided to wake up and start calling actual calls on the last drive. And it seemed like these were very ill-timed calls in the red zone on like the final major drive by the Rams. And there were two calls in the red zone, both of which would likely, if at any other point of time in the game, been either missed or overlooked, but they were called, and both of them directly led to progression from a third down to a first down, and that allowed the opportunity for Matthew Stafford to give the game-winning touchdown of the Super Bowl to Cooper Cup. So I think Bengals fans are a little bit salty. I saw a ton of them posting right after that the Super Bowl MVP shouldn't go to Cooper Kupp, Matthew Stafford, or Aaron Donald, but actually to the officials of the game.
Yeah, as you can probably tell, we're all quite disappointed in the Bengals' loss in the Super Bowl, but it was still a very fun event to watch. And we hope you guys all enjoyed it too. If you like this video, remember to like. If you didn't, let us know why in the comments below. Make sure to subscribe as well. This is the Benchwarmers, and we're signing out. See ya.